Hey there, Sagittarius. This is Joy with Joy the World, here to take an intuitive peek into the energy going on around you. Friends and subscribers, welcome back. And if you're new to this channel, make sure you click that subscribe button down below. It is free as always. And if you would like to be notified anytime I post new videos, ring that little bell out beside it and they will let you know. Also, if you find you like the content we provide here, give us that big thumbs up, share because you care. Share with the people around you. That way it's not just all the burden on you and on your shoulders. These are energy sessions that come along to confirm and affirm and resonate with you, your spirit, and your guides, and what you've been walking through to help assist you in your decision-making process to be able to move forward at a proper step in time. And speaking of step in time, everybody step in time. Who's got Mary Poppins in you? Are you practically perfect in every way, Sagittarius? If that is the case, thank you for showing up here to this channel. So we got Big Papa, Big Daddy Saturn coming on in here. He's been moving around the zodiac, the Wheel of Fortune with us this week, sharing his juiciness. Well, that's the best way to say it. He and Jupiter have been partnered, so it's fantastic coming in here for you, Sagittarius, because he is the one who provides the leverage, the movement, the bringing towards you. And he said, first, we've got to get the snags out of the way. He's coming along with his inference, not with his words yet, but with his sheer presence to come along to cause that resonance, that tightening of the streams and the strings, so that when you play your instrument, when you live your life, it makes beautiful music. How about that? So what he's been showing me and everybody's saying is there's just like this little thing, like this misperception, or like our gauge is slightly off. Anybody who uses a scale just knows through usage and time, it changes and you have to tare it, T-A-R-E, to recalibrate its balance back to zero, so you don't have to keep making the adjustment in your mind. That's fine when you're looking at the scale and you can see it, but imagine if the scale is your mind and you can't. And you're not aware that everything you're looking at is slightly off, slightly off, slightly off, slightly off. Imagine if you're one digit off when you're making a deposit, huh? And that money goes somewhere else. All your hard-earned reward. Okay, that's what he's wanting to talk about here. But what I love, Sagittarius, is before we began, I sat in your energy and it felt very quiet. You're at a state of receptivity right now, of listening, of restoration, and you're moving back the hands of time. You're going in the direction of the flow. You're allowing yourself to be carried and to move. And what are you carrying through? You're carrying through the swords, going from the 10, 8, 9, 9, 8, all the way back down to the 1, to the reward, getting back down to yourself, wanting to be able to restore love. That's part of what you're talking about, because the 6 of Cups was showing up and the 2 of Cups was showing up. Other than that, I don't want to spill too much, but you did call in for the Tarot de la Nuit, which has not been out in a minute. I'm excited to see it back. We've got Tarot of the Heart, the True Heart, showing up for you as well. But you're also asking for my big mixed deck. This is like moon magic medicine. So let's see what you're wanting first from here, Sagittarius. Let's set the tone for your reading, okay? So that we can see what it is. As you're making that turn, you're already going in that direction. What is it that Big Papa wants to show to us? Bit of recovery. There's some medicine coming in. Moving towards that new moon. Some of it, he's like, it's not really a snag. It's just that it has time associated with it. And that can be a bit of a snag for a Saggy. Because I just saw the Saggy symbol just pass right on by. And you're like, what? What? But what I can tell you, I've got incredibly strong Sagittarian placements. I don't know, 3 or 4 things going on over there. I got my North Node, my Horizon sign going on there. I got Neptune there in the 12th house, which is why this gifting is here. So talk about being expansive. But it's the thing that I love is, how about we call it process? Patience makes it feel like a grinding. To me, when they talk about patient, like I am a patient person, but I'm also not. It's like having to, you put your car in park or in neutral and you're pressing the gas and it just feels like consumptive energy, right? It feels like a lot of static and swelling and almost like a heat storm inside of my body, an electrical storm, and I don't like that at all. But when I recognize, oh, there's process, there's things I can be doing in the meanwhile. There's stuff that can add to my pleasure, to my expansion, to my growth, to my rest, to my rejuvenation, which was showing up for you as well. That is not wasted time. Because if you're expanding, that's progressive. So if you're not expanding, you can feel like you're regressing like that, you know, going against yourself, like that revving the engine when you're not in gear, that type of energy. So let's take a look at what we have, what you've brought out here for us to look at. So I'm gonna just wave Big Papa over it. What you doing, Big Papa? What you got to say, baby? I don't know why I just want to do that magic for you. He hasn't done that for anybody else. Now, in Cancer, he did make a noise. He said, ah. And for you, he's waving his magic self all over it, waving his wand, like sprinkling his dust on here. Hello. We know you brought in the dust of Jupiter, and now he's conjoining his Saturn with you because they're actually best buds. It doesn't matter what anybody else has said. They've been hanging out, having a grand time. And we thought they were causing us difficulty and in these trials and tribulations. And they're like, no. We've come to afford you our help, our wisdom, our assistance. If you just trust us and allow that moment of reflection to come in and the truth to come in, not what we've been told. What we've been told is what we'll see. What we believe is what we'll see, right? But they're coming in through this channel. I didn't know it when it was set up. It was going to be planets talking, but they've come to tell the truth so that we can know they're on our side, that there are beneficiaries, irregardless of squares or quincunx or whatever is showing up on our chart. They're streams, and they talk about playing the music. All notes, when they're combined and these differing orders, can make music that moves us, right? And isn't that what life's about, being moved, Saggy? They're calling you Saturn. Let me see something real quick. What was that about? Because he did wave himself all over you here. What is that about? I know enough to know I'm just a fool. A big old zero, the gossamer string fool. Butterfly here from the Mary L, right? Open the door to spirit. He just opened the door to your spirit. I love it. And it's delight that is coming in with you, Saggy. The energy here is so calm, so pure, so peaceful. It's not sterile. Sterile energy was surrounding, I think it was Virgo. There was, no, it's quiet. It's a hush. It's a calm. It's like Christmas Eve. It is like after all the prep, all the work has been done, and the moment is coming. Is to come, but it is coming. It is guaranteed. It is assured. What is on your heart, Saggy? We know it's the love. We know it's the partnership. We know it's the divine partner. Okay. Because it's showing retroactive. It's someone from long, long ago. Some of you, that's in earth time, in this skin, in this body, in this particular person that you are. Some of it, it's something from previous generations. Coming along into the line, the reward, returning. No wonder you're moving it back, rolling it back to that. And you're like, I sure don't mind. I sure don't mind if that's all I have to do is wait. You know, there's a little bit of the ticking time bomb feeling going on here, but this hush, that's what he calmed all over you. He spread his hush, his patience, his ability to keep and maintain, for this to come, for the door to open, for the greeting to arrive. All right. It says that lets that last bit of that hang on, y'all. Getting bound up here. Talk about tight space. That's that golden shield of protection to keep it from being ruined, to keep it from you like having, you know, like a wild stag to bust loose, to break free from the gate, from the ticking. Okay? Because it's not so much the time bomb, it's the ticking. A bomb is nothing if it's not set, right? So he's trying to unset you. Okay, so that you don't get set up or upset, all right? And that's, okay, no wonder. That's the calendula coming in to calm and soothe this irritation. Nettle will irritate the fire out of you. Actually, it will irritate its fire into you. And that is the thing. It is here to irritate, to cleanse, to stimulate things to move, and that's where you've been. But this is wanting to calm. This is wanting to soothe. It's very interesting that you're sitting and you're reading so much here. He's spreading his soothing and calm, his spirit over you, all right? To know that I'm on the way, he says. I'm on the way for you, all right? Silent night, holy night. He's coming with calendula, the soothing salve, to calm that irritation that's already been there a little bit. Oh, they change places. They change places. So let's step into Tarot de la Nuit. All right. Another? Do we have another to come along with this Page of Wands that you have showing up here? There we go. It's obvious. Okay. The Page and the 4. You're ready. You're ready for this new beginning. You're ready for this fresh new start. You've allowed your mind to come into this. I love that his magic that you just did turned all around for you. Now the cart is behind the horse. All right. It's in divine order. It is set and ready to go. And because of that, you are open. You are now dilated. You are open. You are ready to receive this seed of life, this gift of love, this watering of the garden. That's the thing, is the garden of your heart. It's been fertile. It's been planted, but it's been waiting for the true one, the one of the water, the one that speaks to the water, the one of life, the one that is life-giving. And not just their life-giving into you, because that's not true. That's not true life. Because it's also that they allow you to pour and give that freshness into them. Because, see, you can't have all these wands going up in here. Because you add this together, that's 5 wands you got going up in here. 1, the main self. And that'll torch stuff up. That'll get things going if it doesn't have somewhere to go. Somewhere that's contained in this love, in this divinity, in this relationship, in this connection. And y'all be connected in the mind. You'll be at the same pace and speed. I like that. At the same pace, speed, and goal sets is what you're talking about. Can y'all feel the hush and calm? I know I do. I hope you feel it's all up around my belly, up around me. I just go right, like people have smell-o-vision. I want you to have feel-o-vision. Clairsentient, feel-o-vision, tarot, YouTube, joy to the world. Okay, friend. So we're going to come back to a layer of that in the moment. But we're going to come on over to this other side because it seems to be the shoulders. I want to see the balance that's going on here for Sagittarius. I got to set that to the side for a minute, see if this one wants to talk. Okay, there's something there. What's happening here? The Page of Pentacles. I knew I was talking about Christmas. I knew I saw that gift, that all the preparation has been done. Talk about purity and divinity. That is the snowflake, divine order. It's someone who is wise with their words. They think before they speak. They're very calculating, and this isn't like maniacal, like like needly fingers and nails. There aren't swords showing up here. This has to do with warmth in the earth, about that fertile passion. Remember saying that all your seeds were sown? All your best, bold, bright dreams, the pure heart. That's the thing, is not these things that I wish for this, I wish for that later on you realize, I'm kind of glad I didn't get. It's not that. Life, Big Papa, his spirit, he's been gathering a bowl of your loving prayers, of your true heart for a very long time. And he always edited for you. He never edited you, shortchanged you, cut you off, any of that. No, it was a fully open. I mean, he's a patient man, right? He's a patient planet. Fully open and ginormous into receiving what it is you've been putting out into the world, what it is that really matters to you. And that is what still orbits around his field, is the matters of the heart. The matters of the heart, and working them together for you, mind, body, and soul. The things are for your well-being and for your life. Okay, and those are the seeds that begin to be watered. Even now, spiritually, that's what his spirit, the door to spirit, is doing here, is watering them with the plasma, activating them in your amnios, stirring them up so that they bring forth the milk that, like a woman's breast starts to fill with milk right before the baby's born, like I think 2 or so weeks beforehand, so that it's ready there, full and rich. And that's why it's colostrum, because it's concentrated and condensed and condensed and condensed. Like, yes, we condense milk. Because it's full of all the nutrition that seals in the health and the life of it. It seals in and begins to kickstart and open up the mind of that baby, this new relationship, this new self. And, okay, there you like punch drunk love. You're like, what, Joy? You mean there really is a one? Yeah, there's a one for you. There is. So here we have the Ten of Swords. This is a thing that I didn't want, that we put over here. Yeah. So this is what was going on underneath. It's that mindset of what we just said. You mean there really is? Because I didn't see the 10 show up. There was that 9 and the 8 and the whatever. And I saw, you told me that you were cleansing off those layers and moving back gently, easily, you know, with the flow of going in that direction because you were fine with it. But this was still that mind. Is there really? Is there really? You can rise up out of this. That's it. It's not very deep. It's about as deep as your knees. Okay? And walk on out of there like you've been floating in the tub. Wash your mind of it. Leave all that dirt, all that stuff behind in the realm where it belongs. Okay, they're helpers and workers known as Azrael and Andalon, and they're very good at cleansing those things, and they're beautiful in their full, pure connection, is they have no opinion of themselves, no misguiding or leadership. They just, what you know you need to let go of, they take it and they put it in a pure connection to take it out and recycle it. So they're just very much of the water, very much like this. But I still see a cry coming forth on your face when I look at it directly. The seahorse. So the seahorse has to do with whether you're a man or a woman tuning in here. We're going to talk about that. The seahorse has to do with the man being as devoted to the commitment as well. We could say the family, but the family can mean the relationship, right? We're talking about the relationship, that it has its own body, it has its own respect. And your hands are just lighting up here. This is it. They have that snowflake heart. Remember that same energy, that divine connection. Yeah, the clarity of the mind to know what? The Seven of Pentacles. Oof. Not to cause pain and suffering, to be careless. Remember, this is someone who thinks before they speak. So this was your fear underneath, is someone who's careless with their words. You don't like that because words aren't like a fire. They are spirit, and they catch hold quicker than you know. And you're like, I don't want that anymore. I want the... You're talking about you've been burnt by that. Your love was charred and marred and burnt by that. But let me tell you, that's that thing. This person, they look just like you. Just like you. And they rose up in their divinity. They moved on past it, and they realized that there is no place like home. To honor oneself, to love oneself, to respect yourself, to come forth and bring your best, to live by that golden rule. Treat others the way you want to be treated. It only takes a blink of an eye, speck, a moment to dispense that honor and respect to yourself. And that's where you come from for yourself, is the energy in which you move into the whole environment. Okay. So we're going to set these right here, and we're going to hit up the true heart about this Ten of Swords over here with the Four of Wands and the Page of Wands. Let me refresh your memory. Remember there? This divine open channel. Let's put Big Daddy Saturn, your door to spirit, over this Ten of Swords, their mindset that there really is the one, and not that there's the one. I mean, there are several going about on the planet right now, but the one who's ready and who came through and as it matches your capacity, right? That's why we're wanting to soothe these mindsets that are sitting there. You're going to love it. Let's go ahead and get the card for this side as well. Okay, you said not yet. That's too much. That's like it says too much at once. So let me get this all turned around, y'all. Too much at once. Okay, thank you. Oh, I see you. You're sneaky. Remember how I said we're getting back down to the one? Isn't that perfect? Ace of Swords. So it's letting you know all that you intend, that you really do know better than this. You really are leaving this behind. You really are walking away from it. You are allowing Saturn's spirit, Saturn's gift, the seeds to wash over you, knowing it really all has been done. And you're not wanting to mess with it. Remember that power of the calendula? Calendula is here to soothe fire, not to put it out. To soothe the burn. And that's beautiful. That works on this. That works on this and heals that burn. Okay? That worry, that fear. That fear. And so over here on the Seven of Pentacles, we have the Four of Wands. Do you remember what we have over here in the Tarot de la Nuit? We have the Four of Wands. And here in the True Heart, we have the Four of Wands. See, here you are by yourself. You've opened your channel. Remember, that's that new moon. You're willing to wait, right? And it's not really waiting. It's part of the process. You know, just like when the baby's coming, the cervix has to dilate and open up. You are opening. That is the flow that you're going. Remember, you're returning to this Ace of Swords. You're flowing down the river. No effort. They're saying no charm. It's just that going along. You don't have to try and be or become anything else. You already are. You already are. Look what you came from. And look where you've become. This was by choosing. This was by choice. This wasn't by accident. This wasn't by consequence. This was consequence. This is who you became, whole and healed and whatever. And that calendula coming on in to calm you down, to soothe you, to make you not harm yourself or mess this up while you wait. And I see it. How did that thing just totally turn around? Totally turn around. And in comes common spirits, common belief in love, and not just like this love of, ooh, you're my love, a kissy face, hold me, let's have intimate sex. No, it's like for the world, for the people, for the heart of life, for this high heart, this breathing in the heart of Jupiter, the conjunction with Saturn, how those two are best buds working together, that is not to harm each other, that is coming along as an agonist, the one, the bicep that does the work, and the antagonist, the one that resists. Okay, Saturn, as they work together to afford you the ability to bring things close, to treasure, to nurture, to cherish, to appreciate, to honor, and to love. Those are all fantastic and wonderful, because this is talking about a lifetime commitment, my friend. It's coming to you. Hey, color my world with your love. Share your words with me down below. Give me those comments. Let me know what's going on in your life. Let me know how this goes, especially up to the new moon. I love you, friend. Okay? Talk soon. Bye.